Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, y'all. This is Denise Dennis D Nice, aka Denny in Virginia, aka voice professional and professional voice actor, aka Abundanicia, multi-billionaire extraordinaire, and this is my daily life. So, hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful, fantastic day. And this is a little weird because I'm doing this from my laptop, and it's been a minute since I did it from my laptop and not my phone. So we're gonna just adjust. So basically, for this live, I just wanted to ask you guys how you felt about potentially having a ramen writing club. So, what is a ramen writing club? It's literally just that. We eat ramen, we write our stuff. So basically, this actually came up as a joke between me and my high school friends during our monthly meetup. And we were just joking, like, hey, how do we learn how to use chopsticks? Well, because one of us knew how to use chopsticks and they were going to teach the rest of us. We were like, well, we should just get together and have ramen. And I was like, well, we're also an ex writing club. So we could also combine the two and do ramen and writing. And so, thus, the ramen writing club idea came up randomly, but that was over a month ago and we still haven't done it. And yet I have all of these writing projects that are incomplete. And so I just want to ask you guys in the public sector of the interwebs, what are your thoughts about a ramen writing club? Why are my hands not even? It's weird. I think it's the camera. See, it's not even, but it feels even in my view. This is weird. I'm sorry, guys. This hand looks huge for some reason. I think it's because the light is over there. I was distracted, but anyway. So ramen writing club. So basically, I don't have ramen right now. I have leftovers, but I kind of want to see what it's like eating on camera because I hate mukbangs and I hate the sound of people eating and chewing personally. But I know certain people love it for some strange reason. And so I'm just trying to test like my comfortability level of eating on camera and if I really want to eat on camera or if I want to mute it as we are doing the opening of the ramen writing club. So I'm thinking this is going to be the setup. So basically, for the ramen writing club, we spend like the first 10 to 15 minutes eating our ramen. It could be whatever ramen. It doesn't have to be super expensive or fancy. I got this at was it Food Lion? And yeah, so we spend the first 10 or 15 minutes eating our ramen. Obviously, prep it in advance. I don't want to see you guys like cooking it on camera or anything like that. And we just eat the ramen, talk about, whatever you want to talk about. Maybe talk about like what are you going to be working on? What are you going to be writing? What are you thinking about? And then from that 15-minute introduction, hopefully we've all finished our meals. And so I'm thinking it's going to be more of a dinner time thing. So we've all had our dinner, we've all had our ramen. Definitely have a drink with you. Have some type of beverage with you. Not a sponsor. And from that, we move on to the writing part. So now the writing part is just free for all. So whatever writing project you have to work on, we're working on it together. And so I'm thinking either I'll start doing it just as lives here so you can do it alongside me. I won't necessarily see you, but like I'll feel the intent, right? So that might be the lowest hanging fruit to be able to start it is to just start doing scheduled lives of it. That way, you guys know when it's happening, and so you can get your stuff ready, and then you can just watch me eat and write until we get to the point where I feel comfortable, like maybe putting a Google Meets or a Zoom link so that we can actually start seeing each other and start really interacting with each other as human beings and not just like strangers on the internet. So that's basically the setup that I have is like the first 10, probably the first 15 minutes is all about sharing whatever ramen you're eating. It could be cup noodles, I don't care. Maruchan, I don't really care. But just sharing whatever ramen you might be eating at the time so that in case there's anything super interesting, we can share. Be like, ooh, this one was really, really good. I actually really like gin, but I don't have any gin ramen. So I had to go to Food Lion and get this. But gin is my favorite thus far and just spending 15 minutes relaxing, eating dinner, drinking our non-alcoholic beverages, and probably plenty of water because the sodium levels are intense when it comes to ramen. So probably a lot of water. Always, always, always have a bottle of water with you. And then after that first 10 minutes of like eating dinner and just talking, we go straight into working. So we go straight into working mode, and all we do is just write for the remainder of the 45 minutes, or maybe for 40 minutes. And then at the end, we just wrap up right quick just by saying bye. But I'm thinking it's just a solid 15 minutes of eating and then 45 minutes of just working on writing. The writing can be whatever you want it to be. It can be It could be diary entries, journal entries, it could be blog posts, it could be a novel, it could be poetry, it could be I don't know, just something random, just writing your thoughts. It could be an outline, just whatever stuff that you captions, descriptions, I don't know, scripts, whatever projects that you have that you've been backlogged on or like procrastinating on doing when it comes to writing projects, any form of written word that you want to do, just start working on it during those 45 minutes. And so all it is to encourage us to just come together and work on our writing projects. For example, for me, what I want to do during that time is I want to finish the novel that I have to write. Is it a novel? I don't know if it's considered a novel. It's nonfiction. Anyway, I'm writing a book about what to do when there's nothing to do in the great great state of VA. And so it's not too difficult to write because it's basically just my personal experience about finding things to do. But I finished the first three chapters. I went to coffee shops and I finished each one at a coffee shop. I'm very happy about that. And then I just stopped. The momentum's gone because I just stopped. And so it's been a month. It's been like over a month and I haven't added any chapters to it. And so that's my main goal for the Ramen Writing Club. My first main writing goal is to finish that book. And so after that, it's just like smaller projects like writing some poetry, smaller projects like writing some blog posts. And so it could really, like I said, be anything that you want to write, anything that you want to catch up on, because I know there's so many writers out there who are so backlogged, and there's so many like aspiring writers who just want to find a community of like-minded individuals who just want to encourage the creative act of writing in any way, shape, or form. And just like it's a very low pressure thing. We're not being graded. You don't have to share what you're working on. It'd be nice if you shared what you were working on, but you don't have to. And it's just like coming together, eating some ramen, and then writing. So that's basically the gist of it. That's the first like frame outline of it. And so, excuse me, I'm about to take a bite of my leftovers, which is not ramen, to see how comfortable I am with eating on camera. So, this is the part I don't like. Because, like I said, I don't like mukbangs. I don't like the sound of people eating. I hate it. I can't stand it. I don't really like eating next to people, to be honest. I don't like hearing the sound of people eating. I like there has to be music or something playing, so I'm distracted. And this isn't even noodles, so the sound of eating noodles is way worse than this. This is just rice and meat. So I will be a bit concerned about eating noodles publicly. So what I might do is I might mute it when I'm eating the noodles, to be perfectly honest, guys. Depending on how comfortable I am eating on camera, I might just mute it when I'm eating the noodles because yeah, I don't like the sound of people eating. Even though I know mukbangs are so popular, but I just don't like it. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. So yeah, I'll take one more bite just to see like how comfortable on the playback I am of hearing myself eat. And if I'm like grossed out, we're gonna have to like revamp this ramen writing club so that I'm not grossed out by myself. Mhm. 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 Picking up on the noises, on the mouth noises, and on the playback, I'm gonna see how I feel about this, and that will determine how I go about the ramen writing club. So let me know in the comments. Is this something that you would be interested in joining? Does it sound fun to you? Does it sound like it's gonna help you start working on your writing and start actually getting some writing projects done and completed and turned in and just done? Because for me, that's been my problem, is like not being inspired to write. Which is like, you shouldn't have to be inspired to write. You should just be writing. Because I have plenty of time. I could have been done with my book. I could have been done if I had just written every single day. My pace that I wanted to do was I wanted to just do a chapter a day, and there was just like 10 chapters, so I would have been done a month ago had I kept up the pace and just picked 2 hours, just 2 hours, and I can finish a chapter. It would have been done. But no, I stopped. I stopped that grind. I stopped that focus. I got distracted by so many things in life. And so I'm finally like starting to get my schedule back together. I'm finally starting to get into a groove. I'm finally starting to get back into putting things on my calendar so that I can remember what I'm doing throughout the day. And so I want to add writing back into my schedule so that I can start finishing some projects and having stuff out there for you guys to use to reference, because I've lived quite a life over the past 2 years, and I've made a lot of mistakes. And what I want to do is I want to write them on my buy me a coffee page to help you guys out so that you don't make the same mistakes that I have. Most of them involving personal development, most of them leading to debt. And so I want to help you avoid debt at all costs. This is something I'm currently working on. And so it's not like I'm out of it yet, but I have full faith that it will happen. But until then, I want to help you guys avoid the mistakes that I have made over the past like 2, 3, 4 years when it comes to personal development, when it comes to debt, when it comes to social media, when it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to reading and gaining knowledge. It's once again just like those videos that I started when I started this channel. It's like what to do to be better than me, or rather, what not to do to be better than me, giving you my personal life experience so that you guys can be better than me, because I don't want anybody to have to go through what I've had to go through over the past 2 years at all. So if I can help you, prevent you from going through all the stupid stuff that I did to get to where I am right now, I'm trying to help y'all. So that's another major project that I want to start with the Ramen Writing Club that has to get written. It can't just be videos. I just really want it to be written out so that there's just a solid resource for you guys to help you guys just like not be in the same predicament that I found myself in year after year after year. And it was very painful. But we're working on it now. So like I said, I just really want to help some people out. But let me know. Are you interested in the Ramen Writing Club? Is it a stupid idea? Is it a good idea? I don't know. Are you a writer yourself? I never identified as a writer throughout high school. I even said I hated writing, even though I was part of the writing club. And it's like full circle moment. I actually do enjoy writing. I think I just hated writing in school. I think it was the school that I hated, not the writing itself. It was writing for school, writing for class, writing for a grade that I hated. It wasn't writing itself. And so that's a whole nother story about the education system. I don't know. I don't have time for this. But Ramen Writing Club. Yay? Nay? Okay. So let me know. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful, fantastically glorious day. And until next time, all I really have to say is goodbye.